What would it look like if you could be the funnest version of you in 2025? What would it look like to be the funnest version of yourself? How would you need to act? How would you need to behave? What kinds of things would you need to change? Hey everybody, Kelly Anderson, your Feelin Good Mama. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone has had a great week. I hope you have a lot of excitement and good plans for the weekend, maybe some relaxation, hopefully time with people that you love. Since we're right here at the holidays, it can be a little bit of a challenge for this during the holidays, so it's a good time to start practicing right at the height of craziness, to start practicing this so that when you go into 2025, you'll already kind of have a game plan. You'll already be kind of in the mode, hopefully. I want you guys to wrap your brains around the concept of being the funnest, I know that's not a real word, but the funnest version of yourself that you can possibly be in 2025. What does that look like? So I want you to take some time alone, and maybe in meditation, closing your eyes, visualizing, and I want you to kind of get into the feeling of what it could possibly look like to be the funnest version of you. How would you dress? How would you talk? Where would you go? Would you be doing the same things you're doing now? A lot of times the answer is no. So if the answer is no, then I want you to really start thinking about what can you start to change now so that in 2025 you are just really, I want things to really start rolling for you, really snowballing. I want you to really be enjoying your life. And I know for me, a lot of times I tend to be my daughter tells me this all the time, I'm a little bit quirky and I'm very silly. And a lot of times I will kind of tone that down because I feel like sometimes it's too much for a lot of people. A lot of people may not quite get me, and so I tone it down a lot. Really, Olivia is the one who really gets to see just how quirky and kind of very silly and kooky that I am. But it's a part of me that I would like to let out a little bit more sometimes. I kind of feel like my whole life I kept that side of me just kind of squelched, hidden. And for me, if I'm going to be the funnest version of myself, I need to start letting that side out a little bit more. So I decided that in 2025, I am going to start letting it hang out just a little bit more, and there will be people that it will resonate with, and they will be like, yeah, I'm quirky and kooky and silly too, and I love that. And then there will be others that I just have to know that doesn't resonate with them, and they may not want to be around me. They may not want to watch me on social, and I have to be okay with that. And I really think that if we make the decision that we're going to express our whole selves as we should, authentically, we have to understand it's just not going to resonate with everybody, and we have to be okay with that. So I want you guys to start thinking about how can you start letting loose just a little bit more. And I want you guys to really practice on social media. Social media is the best place to practice kind of just slowly letting it all hang out, because when we're on social for a lot of us, we're out of our comfort zone. We're definitely kind of putting ourselves on the hot seat a little bit. So what better place to start kind of pushing the envelope a little bit and finding those things, those ways that you can be that feel good outside of your comfort zone. So for me, I love clothing. I love to dress fancy and kind of sometimes over the top a little bit. I love that, but I kind of squelch that part of me a little bit. So I want in 2025 to dress bigger and a little more flamboyant and fun and colorful. And then also I love music. I love to dance and I love music, and that's definitely an area that I don't show a lot, mostly because it embarrasses my daughter. My daughter is always like, "Mom, you're embarrassing me so much. Please turn off the music." But she's starting, as she's getting older, she's coming around to it a little bit more. But I want you guys to start finding those things that light you up, that make you feel so good and so vibrant, so happy and enthusiastic. And I want you to catch yourself in the moment when you're feeling those things. And I want you to think, is this something that I tend to kind of pull back on because I don't want to be too much for people, or I don't want to rock the boat ever or shake things up too much. I don't want to upset anyone. Start to catch yourself with those ways of thinking, and you have to start thinking. Now, I'm not talking about things like, you know, when you're in public situations causing a huge scene or anything like that, or I definitely am not for like things that are negative, like starting arguments or, being too brash or too loud or too outspoken. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being gentle and just kind of fun and lighthearted and just kind of falling into that just a little bit more every day. How can you fall into being just a little bit more fun and lighthearted every day? That's what I want you to work on for 2025. That's going to definitely be my goal, is just a little bit sillier, a little bit goofier. I know it's all in me. For me, it's not trouble finding it, but it's trouble expressing it because I've held it back for so long. So I think about those areas in your life where you're kind of holding back just a little bit. You're not being completely your true, authentic, fun, amazing, incredible, light up the room person. That's where I want you to really notice, and I want you to start just little steps, start expressing that just a little bit more. And then I want you to always, of course, get back to me and tell me what you experience. I really want to get messages from you guys where you're like, "Kelly, I tried this thing and you wouldn't believe I actually was out of my comfort zone and I was just having so much fun and it really worked out well." That's what I want to hear from all of you guys. So give this a try. We're coming up on the weekend, so you can have hopefully some time for yourself to start visualizing. I wake up every morning, and the first thing I do after I brush my teeth, I drink my water, I sit down for 20 or 30 minutes and I just visualize. I just visualize all the things that I want in my life. I visualize how I want things to feel. how I want things to play out. And I want you guys to start doing this too. Start playing around with this. It can be a lot of fun and it can be very empowering also. So definitely start to make this a priority. But the biggest thing is start to think about more fun. More fun, and what you need to start doing, who you need to start being to have more fun in your life. And a big part of that is letting go of the things that stress you out so much, letting go of control. That's a big one. As a solo mama, I feel like I have to be like in control of everything all the time. That's not a very fun energy, you know, it's just not. And I know as a solo mama, any kind of mama, I can't let that go completely, but I can start to let it go just a little bit and just start to lean in to more fun, more of what feels good. Let me know what you guys think about this concept. Have you tried this before? How did it go? And will you vow along with me for 2025 that you're gonna join me and you're gonna take the challenge of more fun? And you can almost like write down where you are now and write down like 6 months from now, what would things look and feel like if they would be more fun than they are now? And then in 6 months, you can look at what you wrote and say, okay, I accomplished that. Now let's go even more fun for the next 6 months. But I really want 2025 to be about more fun. Let loose. Listen to as much fun music as you can. When you're in the car, if you are I love to listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts all the time, but sometimes I just have to turn it off and I just put some kind of wild jam on the radio and I just rock out. And I want you guys, it doesn't matter how old you are. For some reason, a lot of us think that once you're a certain age that you can't do this anymore, and I'm completely against this. I really feel like even when I'm 70, I want to be rocking out to Michael Jackson or whatever in the car, and I want you guys to feel that way too. So if you're not already doing this, this is definitely a big one to jumpstart your more fun adventure with me. I want you to get in the car and I want you, the song that just makes you just feel so good, you cannot not dance to it. I want you to turn that on in the car at least once a week, please. At least once a week, rock out in the car and then take that feeling that you have and carry it with you. Like once you're out of the car, I want you to walk around with that same feeling that you had in the car of just carefree, feeling so good. Another one is Dancing Queen. Who is that? Dancing Queen from the 70s. That one is so, like, if I listen to that, I'm able to like carry that feeling with me the whole rest of the day. So 70s disco, definitely, that should be on your playlist for sure. Okay, so that's my little rant about you guys having more fun. Please, in the comments, give me ideas of what you want to do. What are you going to try that is going to make things more fun, more lighthearted for you? I want to hear. I had the honor this weekend of getting to go to the Georgia versus Georgia Tech game in Athens, Georgia with my daughter. It was quite a game because we ended up going into 8 overtimes. Georgia ended up pulling it off with the score being 44-42 at the end, and it made me very proud to be a Georgia Bulldog. Go Dogs! that's all I've got for you guys today. Please have a great weekend. Have a lot of fun. I'm a Georgia Bulldog. We are in the SEC championship this weekend with Texas. We've already played Texas once this year and we beat them. So we'll see if we can beat them again. Please, if you have a team that you follow, let us know in the comments. I love football. I'm all about football and all the competition and all that. Me and my daughter, we really get into it. So if you like that, I want to hear who's your team, who are they playing, and anything else that you have going on that's fun. I want to hear about it. I want to encourage you guys. Okay, so I'll be back next week. And also, so we are starting our 50 push-up challenge in my women's Zoom workout. If you guys want to join in the Feelin Good Mama group and you just want to go along with us, the challenge is by next May of 2025. We are going to try to be able to do 50 full plank. I would really like full plank. Now, if you have wrist issues, if you have low back issues, shoulder issues, I'm not gonna expect you to do full plank. You can always do modified push-ups and that would be phenomenal. If you can, so the goal is to get to 50 straight push-ups, no breaks. All my people, we're all doing them. So 50 push-ups. If you want to be in the challenge in the Feelin Good Mama group, you have to take a picture showing your arms. I would love to see those come out by this weekend. So we start on a really good solid note, and then in May we're going to check again. Everybody's going to take a picture. We're going to see what progress we made. If you would like to join our workout group, we would love to have you. It's Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. I've been a personal trainer, fitness instructor for 20 years, and I think we have a lot of fun. And of course, we get stronger, we get more fit, and we have more fun. So please join us in that challenge, either in the class or just in the group. We want you guys to be a part of that. Okay, have a great weekend, y'all. I will see you guys on Monday, and stay strong, stay positive, keep having fun, keep feeling good.